3.
Like what 3?
Mew, like, you know, like
3.
like Mewtwo.
You're literally a psychopath for saying that.
Alright, alright, here we go. Who's gonna open it up?
I'll do it. Why not?
Okay. Alright, go
So
ahead.
this is
Whenever you're
gonna
ready.
do that funny thing where he doesn't actually tell us the podcast has started yet.
No, I literally just told you. Like, there's no joke. On my life, I did not start recording until like 3 seconds ago.
Okay, so now you're recording?
Yeah, this is all being recorded. Yeah.
Okay, so let the music fade in.
Okay.
I'm sick and tired of you guys talking over the music. You do it every single week.
Well, that's kind of how music's supposed to work.
Well,
Nah,
yeah,
we're
but
just
you gotta
gonna
let
stay
it.
in dead silence for the
we're
first minute of the
We're
podcast.
still talking over the music. Yes, but I like to give people the time to appreciate the music done by the hollow space before we start the podcast.
Quick little plug. Like it.
Alright. Hey everyone, welcome to the Mystery Box Podcast, starring yours truly, along with Evan again this week, and Silas, you're back.
Yeah, hey, I'm here. Just to let everybody know for the record, I was not grounded. Uzai didn't let me record an episode with him, but also I was actually busy. So.
You say like I stopped you. I stopped you. Like, hey, you're not coming. I said
we did tell you, hey, join us whenever you're available, and you're like, yeah, I'll be there in like 30 minutes, and then it was like an hour.
I went.
so then
We expected you to come in like halfway through the episode, and it just didn't happen.
Well, it was good because you know what, you guys needed your own little episode just for you guys. You know?
Yeah. Oh, it didn't have to be a whole episode.
Yeah, but it was nice.
It
I
was.
think everybody agrees it was nice. You know. You can't have the star all the time. You know what I'm saying?
I guess that entire podcast was a hazy mess.
Yeah,
I
it was.
being able to vent about how horrible the internet is, huh?
Yeah,
It was. It was hazy for me to edit it. So.
Yeah, you still had to edit it even though you were grounded.
Yeah, and people who watched it visually got to see my comments on some things that I wasn't.
Speaking of visual watchers, this week, because Silas said I don't wanna, we're all doing our own stuff. So I'm doing my taxes, and
he's not
I'm not doing my taxes. I am playing a game though, but we are not playing the same game or doing the same thing. So we're all doing our own thing while we still talk, because that's how podcasts work. If you just talk.
Yeah, we actually most podcasts you don't do anything in the background. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try doing something really chill that like I don't even need brain power to do. So I'm playing Gokan Battle.
Yes, like you use brain power in your everyday life.
Wait, are you actually like just doing that, Silas? You're just recording your phone screen and playing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. So for
Wait,
visual watchers.
Yeah, visual watchers.
A really weird game.
Visual watchers. Hang on.
A little weird game.
They haven't started seeing it yet. They haven't started seeing it yet.
So then, what have you been recording this whole time?
No, well, like I was gonna be the funny thing where you know how like last time I was like, hey, you know, sorry you're looking at my GTA screen.
Oh yeah, and then you started recording it. So then, what are you recording now then?
I'm gonna be real honest with you, Chief. My recording software shut down, so I'm pretending like that was what I was doing the whole time.
Oh my goodness. Hey, remember when we joined 30 minutes before our recording time? And I said, hey, we should prepare before the podcast. We should check the audio. And then you didn't check the audio till like 5 minutes before we started. You know what you could have been doing with those extra 25 minutes, Silas? Checking the recording software.
I didn't come here to get freaking judged. Hang on, let me, yeah, I didn't come here to get judged. Keep talking.
Hey,
like
apparently you didn't come here to record either.
Listen, man, listen, okay?
I'm listening. Because that's what everyone's doing now. Even if you're a visual listener, that's all you're doing. It's just listening.
Listen, man, okay? I just got off work. Alright? Not to be that guy. I just got off work. You know,
Working your big job in the big city.
the big city. A lot
City
of stuff
boys.
happens there.
Where the girls are pretty.
Where
The
the
grass is
girls are
green.
pretty and you eat a lot of spaghetti and meatballs.
Spaghetti and pretty
I
do
don't think
not
that's
rhyme.
how. I don't think that's how a song goes.
Hey man, hey, can you? Hey,
Can't rhyme, can't do editing software.
I know I'm still. Nothing still popped up because it's not working. Well, actually,
Gosh, well, now you're gonna have to put something.
no. Well, actually, though, this is the cool thing about me being able to edit. Technically, something's been playing right when I mentioned that it was gonna pop up on screen. I
It's
just
gonna
played
be
extra.
Just
Yeah.
put in like BanjoKazooie speedrun footage and
That's what's happening right now.
Hey everyone, here's me playing BanjoKazooie. Just proof, my rareware. Sorry, audio listeners, and also I don't have the recording software to do it on Xbox and stuff. I don't have a capture card and jazz, but this is what I'm talking about. I have the rareware one, and then it just says a normal BanjoKazooie. So yeah, I'm gonna be playing it to prove that I have it.
Mention it now. I'm gonna jump 5 times and then do a cool circle spin. And I know for a fact, if you looked up BanjoKazooie doing 5 jumps and a circle spin on YouTube, you would definitely not find it. So this is specifically me.
Okay.
so it's gonna go out, buy a copy of BanjoKazooie.
I have a copy of BanjoKazooie. It's not
Then
okay.
why did you say no?
So listen,
what is going on with you?
Technically speaking, I own 3 copies of BanjoKazooie. Okay. There's no joke behind that, by the way. So I bought it on the Xbox 360, and then I bought the Rareware Xbox One disc, the one that has all the old Rareware games. So then I have it twice, but also I can re-download it from my 360 to my Xbox One. So technically, I actually have 2 BanjoKazooie games on my Xbox One. Even though
Wait,
I don't
wasn't
need
it
to.
your rareware disc that got wet?
No. What? What?
Even if it did, wet discs.
When you were talking about,
I don't think a disc getting wet ruins it.
well, yeah, but no, you're talking about the other on one of the podcasts. I forget if it was, I think it was the one before last one. Well, yeah, because you weren't in last one. So yeah, I had to. So the one before last one, you talked about your disc getting wet, and I thought you mentioned rareware being one of them.
Okay. Now I get what you're saying. Yeah, it got wet because it was in the rain, but I mean, it was just the case. I mean.
Well, so then, oh my god, I'm getting sick and tired of you. Every time I say
What?
something, you go no, and then
Well,
you say
the
the
way.
exact opposite
Okay,
2 seconds later.
when you said, "Did your disc get wet?" I just imagined me being like, "Dude, I accidentally dropped my disc in a thing of like Dr.
Yeah.
A
Pepper."
toilet.
Yeah,
You're thinking a toilet.
I was thinking,
knew
like-
you were thinking of toilet.
I was not thinking like, oh yeah, that one time, like, a couple weeks ago when it was in the rain. I was not thinking of that moment. I'm sorry, Zaya. I
my
really
God.
am.
I ask you about BanjoKazooie, you say you don't own it. I ask you about.
Do you want me to lie?
your
I
disc
can lie if you
your
want.
disc getting wet. You did. You lied about that, and then you lied about the disc. The disc didn't get wet, but the way that you made it sound, you said all your games got wet. So when you said all your games, my mind immediately went, hey, what do games come on? They come on disc. So I said discs. Even, you know what? I'm done talking about this. I'm done.
Dude, I'm just done, bro.
I'm just done. You're a liar.
I'm a liar.
Not on purpose, but you're a liar.
It's because I was trying to get stuff done. Now my mind is completely on you, Zaya. Go ahead.
The only thing I had, you didn't let me say before the podcast started. I had one thing.
You're
you
welcome
didn't
to
let me
say it again.
Oh, it's not
gonna bother me if you say it again.
You're like, no, I wouldn't do that to you. You made it sound like it was like a crime.
Well, I didn't know if you wanted to keep it personal, because I mean, like, I don't know.
Why would I want? Okay.
Why would you
so
want to keep your
before
bowel movements personal? I don't know.
personal?
I don't know.
Why would I want to keep them private? People who are ashamed
You
of pooping
share
are weird.
actively. You
Isaiah,
actively share.
if you do not
I
put,
don't have to
if
act.
you do not take a,
it was a passive. It was a passively share because it was causing me a lot of trouble. So I let people know that I appreciated their opinion. I let people know in a group chat. I said, "Hey, someone help me.
Wasn't our
I've
group
been
chat.
pooping for an hour. It wasn't in the. It was in the Dragon Ball community. I said, "Hey, I've been pooping for an hour. I need help."
you know what? Those people do
I
seem
didn't
like
actually-
the people that would
Yeah,
care.
I didn't actually need help, but
Wow, that's insane.
but it was funny.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah. Ignoring Evan's passive aggressive comment, I didn't need help, but I said that because for an hour straight I was on the toilet pooping because my mom bought me Taco Bell for lunch, and I think that's what did it.
Weakling, absolute weakling.
Uzziah, don't mean
It
to be
was-
that guy, but you made your Mexican side sad today.
Because I ate Taco Bell?
No, because you couldn't even withstand normal bologna.
Those aren't normal beans. It's bean paste.
Yeah, no.
Don't make Taco Bell sound like real Mexican
You
food.
gotta-
It's
you
not.
gotta-
It's not. That's why I said you can't even handle the fake stuff, bro.
No, well, no. What the problem is my palate is so pure, a pure Mexican. It was offended that I ate Taco Bell. But I'm not gonna not eat the Taco Bell because my mom bought it for me. That's a waste of food.
No, that's
So
fair.
that's why I'm fat, is because every time she buys me food, I go, well, I don't want to waste it.
That's
That's just Mexican culture.
That's just yeah, I was literally about to say that, bro. I was talking the other day to some of my friends who are
Don't
Caucasian.
lie, you don't have friends.
I do. I do. I do have
I
friends.
do?
I do.
I
You
have
wanna meet them?
No. God,
Okay.
no.
See, that's why you don't believe me.
Because they're not real.
Because you never want to meet.
I'm gonna walk into your room and I'm gonna
They're
be
not-
talking to all
hey,
your
buddy,
anime figures. and
They're
they're
not
gonna be
always in
like-
my room. Crazy enough, you know.
Well, okay, so where are we gonna meet them, Silas? Huh?
We go out
Your
to,
room.
unlike me and you, Uzziah, which you don't like to go out with me. We actually go out to eat. We,
Okay, don't
we
make
go
it sound
watch
like a freaking
movies.
date.
We-
Alright.
It's called hanging out, Uzziah. I know you've never done it with people before.
Well, don't say go out. Just be you never want to hang out
What
with me.
do I want to call
Which
out?
is-
What do I want to call
Which is
it?
not true. We spent the entire weekend together, Silas.
Yeah, but you ended up watching 3 hours of Minecraft.
Okay.
You can.
Wow.
What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say? Because
Every-
even two separate phone screens. Okay, it's not like they were watching on the same TV. They were both two separate phone screens on different couches, like on the opposite side of the room, and occasionally would look at each other and go, "Dude, that was funny," or like, "I can't believe you did that." How do you? That's not bonding. That's like
Okay.
literally the complete
My
opposite.
brother- My brother is very soft spoken. He's a soft spoken guy, and I'm an introverted extrovert, which means usually, you know, when I have the opportunity to like be extroverted, I'll take it, but I don't prefer it. But he's a soft spoken guy. I'm sometimes soft spoken. So our bonding is very different, where he'll put me in a headlock. I'll smack him
me
across the
out.
head. No, I'll smack him across the head, and then we'll see something funny, and we'll go, "That's funny," and then we'll talk about Marvel stuff for hours on end. That's how we bond, Silas. I know you don't have a brother, Silas, so it's a bit
what
weird.
you
That's
guys
how
even
brothers
watch?
bond. It was a Minecraft championship.
Oh my, bro.
It was a community event.
I know
For-
what
for Pride
Minecraft.
Month.
I know what
Yeah.
Minecraft Championship is.
Yeah, but I didn't want to
Really?
miss it because my favorite streamer was on, and it's
Bro,
his favorite
you
streamer
literally
too.
say
So
this every time we talk about like, hey, you want to do something that's like a camp. My favorite streamer's on. It's like, bro,
He-
it's called a VOD.
yeah, I don't like watching VODs though because I don't get the whole experience because I have this ridiculous tendency to skip through long videos. If I'm like, oh, I know this part's not. I'm like, this part's just some waiting and stuff, and I'll skip through it and I'll miss jokes, and I know I'll miss jokes because I'll come back in halfway through the joke, so then I'll skip more forward, so I don't have to sit through the
Hey,
joke.
Uzziah,
that I
guess
don't
what?
understand.
Here's a little quick solution to that. Don't skip.
Don't.
But then I'm spending 3 hours.
Doing the same thing? You're watching it live! You're
But that's
watching it
different.
live!
That's different. I get to participate in the live chat and stuff like that.
By the way, Evan, just to let you know, this weekend we were in Columbus visiting a cousin, and
Yeah.
they spent 3 hours on
And
the
her
couch.
girlfriend, yeah.
They spent 3 hours on the couch.
But we still hung out. You said that like that was the whole weekend.
There was
You
like
know,
there
I
was a
spent 3 hours on the
3 hour.
couch.
But bro, get it out. It was
Yeah.
bleeped. It was bleeped. It was bleeped.
Uzziah, I swear, if you come up here and one day you just are like, sorry, Silas, Miles, and Evan can't hang out today. Technoblade is live.
Hey, we can't hang out. And Silas, you can't even say that for the whole 3 hours I was doing that, because at the end we started playing Smash while I
At
was
the
watching
end.
the live
So
stream.
you know what? You got me there. So in the last 10 minutes of the stream, we were
No,
like, you know what?
no,
Let's play
it was the
Smash.
last half hour. It was the last half hour.
Okay,
of the stream.
my bad. So 2.5 hours, Uzziah was doing absolutely nothing but watching the stream. That does make it better, Uzziah. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah,
But-
it does.
If you come to my house, well, me, you, Silas, Miles are trying to hang out, and you are like, sorry guys, have to watch Technoblade. I'm just
Silas is just mad.
Because when you hang out with somebody, you want to like actually interact with the human being.
You could have interacted with our cousin and his girlfriend. Or Hank. You ignored Hank.
Hank is the dog, by the way, and I petted him the whole time because he was my only friend at that time. So
Bro, you
True.
he slept at the foot of the couch while you
Listen.
were sleeping.
listen, bro. Whenever like, it's weird to think about. Okay, kind of like on the same topic. Me and Evan have been friends for quite some time now, and Evan used to come over to my house and we'd play zombies for like literally hours on end. And I mean, those were some of the greatest times. Isn't it weird how like some of the greatest times like aren't even like that special? Like not like that sounded mean, but like
No, he means it's the little things that
yeah,
count.
it's like
It doesn't
you know,
have to be like a big
it didn't have to be me and Evan going to like a huge amusement park and we like rode all like the rides and like we were like, wow, that was cool. But it was just like me and the homie playing zombies at 3 a.m. and Rick Toffin knocks on the door. And yeah.
Knocks on the door.
Don't play zombies at 3 a.m.
Don't play zombies at 3 a.m. You'll be surprised on what happened next.
Don't eat Taco Bell.
Uzziah, you'll be surprised on what happens next.
Okay. So, it wouldn't be a Mystery Box podcast episode without a hypothetical. Alright.
Oh gosh.
So, hypothetical. You
Your
get
other
$1 million, but for the rest of your life, if you do something at 3 a.m., it instantly becomes cursed. Like in some way.
So if I sleep,
Just don't do
like,
it.
it would be cursed as in like those like really bad like YouTube videos where it's like
so you're telling me like a demon's gonna like knock on my door, pretty much. That's what
Yeah.
you're trying
I
to
mean, Uzziah, have you
But as soon
seen
as
some of
3 a.m.
those YouTube videos?
Yeah.
It's like Among Us knocked at my door at 3 a.m. I died.
exactly. Okay, but you never die, and as soon as 3 a.m. was over, it'd go back to normal. It'd pretty
reminds
much be like a regular show episode. Remember regular show?
Bro,
So like,
regular shows.
it'd be
lit.
really
almost died
weird.
every time.
It'd be really weird for it a whole
Like the
hour
middle.
straight.
It's like the middle, pretty
Yeah.
much. Like
Yeah,
the
like
normal
the-
is like, one of my favorites. Like, let's go get donuts, and then they get the triple glaze, and then
Dude.
like,
Dude, I watched that episode, and legit, I saw that like maybe like 3 months ago, and now every time I get an apple fritter, I think of that episode, and I want apple fritters more often.
but that episode, and then at the end, they get yelled at. They're like, get back to work.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
really like a lot of the food episodes in regular show. Like
Yeah.
a lot of them.
Dude, they're
good.
all so funny.
one of my favorite episodes, which I feel like a lot of people don't talk about, is the one where Rigby tries to get the egg salad hat, and he's allergic to eggs.
I feel like people talk about that episode all. It's like one of my favorite episodes.
It's one of my favorite
I think
episodes.
it's one of
yeah.
the best. To be
I
honest.
thought if I ate it fast
That's
enough, I wouldn't notice.
I love Rigby so much, bro.
Yes,
Like,
but
I
things
think-
would be that cursed all the time at 3 a.m.
Yeah, like
Well,
the
and you
sleeping
see,
count.
What?
Does
No,
like
it's only when
does
you
like
do
taking
something.
a whiz count too? Cause like
Yes. It's like I would pee at 3 a.m. You'll never believe what happened, and then like a demon
the
will come out of your
toilet,
toilet.
the toilet from Captain Underpants comes and knocks on your door.
Exactly. And I mean, it's 3 a.m. from like
You know,
3 a.m. on the
honestly-
dot to 3:59. Weird stuff will happen to you.
You know, honestly, the biggest thing is I try to not stay. Like, I say try not to, because my sleep schedule is pretty much controlled by my little brother when he decides to go to bed. So I try not to stay up until 3 a.m. anymore if possible. So I feel like I would take that, because I just, would be in
Yeah.
bed. I would just be sleeping. But I
And
guess
by
it
the way,
would be a
it's
bit-
3 a.m. depending on whatever time zone you're in. It's not like EST.
It's constantly
always.
3 p.m.
I go on a vacation to like California, and it's midday there, but 3 a.m. in my home
It's
town. So it's just something happens while I'm like trying to
Wait,
go to the.
how would that even work? Hang on, I'm trying to think of how time works. So how do different time zones work? Is it
Time.
So I think
It's
so. I
just
know
different
California is like
times.
4 hours or something like that behind us.
Yeah,
and-
it's just time difference.
And like
So-
Texas, Illinois, and stuff like that is an hour behind us.
thing?
Mhm. So in like
yeah.
California, if it was 4 hours behind, when it's 4 p.m. here, it's noon there.
Yeah, because I know every time I look at like anime stuff, they usually go based off of either California time or
Our time.
Japanese time.
Dude, honestly, that's one of the things I hate most about like some of the gacha games I play. It's like I'm so excited for the new update with these new characters coming out. Oh wait, the developer's Japanese, so by the time they upload it, it's like midday for them, but it's like 2 a.m. for me.
By the way,
There was-
a gotcha game for context is a Japanese style game where
If
you.
people don't know, they don't deserve it.
All right, fine. And it's also the one I'm playing, by the way. The one that you're seeing on screen for visual watchers. This is a gotcha game. But go ahead, continue. If you know, you know. I had to say that.
What was I talking about?
Exactly. You weren't. I was talking.
Yeah,
You
everyone
told
was
me.
talking. I was like, you're like, continue, Zaya. I was like, huh?
Anyways, though, I think that's the dumbest thing about time zones. Is like sometimes you'll be waiting for like an update or something to come out for a game, but you'll have to wait like an extra day because the developer's in a different time zone.
That reminds me, Silas and I ran into a situation like that just 2 days ago.
Let's not.
What was that?
I mean, I was gonna say let's not
That
talk about
was
it, but it's
funny.
just stupid. It was like
Yeah, it was.
so. It's not even our
This is
fault,
the
to be fair.
dumbest
It's not
thing.
even our
hey,
fault.
Hey, Evan, guess what company it was? Guess what company screwed us over again?
Bandai
Bandai
Namco.
and Namco. Bandai Namco again. I'm calling you out. So at freaking
It was six. It was 6 o'clock. So the event said it started at 6
so
o'clock.
my brother said, hey,
Other brother,
event
by the way.
different brother. It's David. you won't
Okay.
care. So
Okay, yeah.
David is like, the event starts at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, we should all get on this game, anime game, and he's like, we should get on and do this cool event that's gonna happen live, and you'll get like cool stuff from it. So we're like, bet, we'll be there.
Was this
We
for
get
like
on-
Xenoverse or something?
Yeah. We get on 6 o'clock on the dot. We're all waiting there. Actually, we get on earlier than 6 o'clock because we wanted to be there early. And Silas said, "Hey, don't you think that there should be more people here?" Which prompted me to ask. I said, "Hang on, 6 o'clock? What time?" He's like, "What do you mean, what time?" I'm like, "Did it give a time zone?" And he goes, "Oh, yeah, it did." I'm gonna go. So what's that converted to? to EST. He goes, it's 3 hours from now.
Bro, I can't believe you just leaked what time zone we live in. Oh my god.
They know we live in Ohio. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they
I
know
mean,
we
I
live in
know.
Ohio. They don't know where you live, because you live in City. So
City.
that's what
I
we're
think we
calling. That's
said
what I'm
that. We
calling it.
said the state though, didn't we?
I
Well,
don't
I was,
know.
bro, I'm making a joke. You saying what time
Oh,
zone you live in is still like half the country almost.
yeah. Freaking Florida's Eastern Time Zone, and that's
Mm.
14 hours away from us. So, anyways, so then I get on at 9. David gets on at 9, and Silas is nowhere to be seen. And I'm over here thinking, what an idiot. He's gonna miss this super cool live event. It gets down to the wire. Characters in game start talking, hyping up the event. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's happening. A timer appears on screen, 30 seconds to go. We're all waiting there. Freaking anybody who's like a big name in this, like who plays this game, is all live streaming at this moment. And then the time finally happens. It gets to 0 seconds. It stays on 0 seconds for a while, and then nothing happens. The entire event was a bust because apparently they didn't test something. So when we were supposed to see it live, it didn't work for anybody anywhere in the country. Not the country.
So they just
Worldwide.
reschedule it.
No, they just released it on their YouTube channel.
No,
I thought.
they did reschedule it, but I don't think it worked then either. But yeah.
What was
But yeah,
supposed
then
to happen?
It was supposed to
released it-
reveal Jiren.
Well, no, that wasn't what the event was for. It was for, so, once again, Bandai Namco with their short sighting. So there was this cool thing where you could take your in-game character and make him do a cool pose, and they would create a special loading screen for you
If you're
of
the
your
winner.
character, if you're the winners of it. And there was like 8 winners. But, stupid Bandai Namco, people worldwide sent in their submissions, and apparently in like the finest of fine print, I mean like the smallest fine print ever, it was Japan
Yeah.
only. Finally, they're gonna do the next one where it's globally.
Worldwide. Yeah.
Well, globally, again, you gotta read the fine print because in some countries, like Italy, they don't have it for some reason.
You wanna know? I find that weird about Bandai Namco in general. They're very, very, very persistent on keeping the global audience and the Japanese audience separate, and I don't know why. There's more people worldwide than there are in Japan alone, so you think it would almost be better for them to be like, let's appeal to the whole audience at once.
We want to
rather
know
than
why,
the
Evan.
smallest part and then the biggest part later.
Want to know why? Because they've spent the past year and a half working on one singular game that they revealed at E3. That's why they haven't fixed anything.
I think it used to make sense back in the day, because back in the day before internet and stuff, Japanese titles were very far in between, because the American audience usually didn't accept them well. So like stuff like for people who know, like Mother 3 and a whole bunch of Japanese games were never released in the States, even though later on Japan realized, holy crap, people in other countries want to buy our stuff. But now it doesn't make sense to keep it like that, even though they're still stuck in their old ways, because back then it was obviously a huge chance to be like, man, I sure hope the American audience likes this game.
Yeah, well, because on one hand you have your Mother 3s, and on the other hand you have your, like, hot anime girl. Oh, that's too explicit to say. But, it's like, you've got...
H-word, we'll call it H-word.
Yeah. You've got, like adult games that are really weird and have some really strange fetishes that probably only appeal in Japan. And then you have your, like, Mother 3s, where it's just a really well-made, well-written RPG that would appeal to almost anyone.
Yeah,
but they don't see the difference. They're like, it's
but
all media, it's all the
in
same.
America, I mean, back then, and even probably still now somewhat, they thought that American audiences were like, we only like cool, edgy stuff, and a game can't have just interactions with people. They need like excitement. They need thrills. For one of the examples I always think of about that is once again bringing Dragon Ball Z into this. Sorry if anybody who doesn't know, but they changed certain
If you don't
songs.
like Dragon Ball, maybe just skip this episode. You know.
If you don't like Dragon Ball, you might want to skip this channel. No, I'm just messing around. No, but they changed certain songs because they thought the American audience wouldn't like it. Same thing goes with a lot of
Dragon
video
Ball
games.
GT.
Drag
GT was
Literally
totally
Rock the
made to
Dragon.
appeal.
What are you
Yeah,
talking
the-
about? Dragon Ball Super.
Rock the
No,
Dragon.
the GT openings were definitely made with the mindset of like the Americans don't like this more pep up music. They
Also,
want
think of
the dark metal song.
on any 4Kids soundtracks for animes, One Piece,
Yeah.
freaking. Yeah, it's weird. And also, a lot of games were changed. Like, for some reason, Earthbound was a Japanese title, but when it came to the United States, it was Mother,
Yeah, it was
which
Mother.
is really weird. I don't know why that changes. Also, a weird thing is, if you look at all, like, the Kirby, like, art for the games, Kirby's always really mad in the American releases, but in the Japanese covers, he's smiling and really happy. I don't know why they still do that, but that's something that they do. But it's just really weird how, I don't know, they still think that America kind of like they're still kind of scared of releasing stuff to America.
Well, you know what? So to pick up where we left off, it's just a very strange, and I almost feel like backwards practice that they still separate the global base and the Japanese base because there's some games where they're kept up with each other. Another Dragon Ball Gacha game actually called Legends has the same exact schedule for both versions, and there's been like zero complaints. Meanwhile, Gokan Battle, which is what Silas is playing, has had such massive controversies because the global version and the Japanese version are on like the completely different schedules. It's just weird.
Evan, why are you so out of breath? Evan?
I am not out of breath. My mic just accidentally got close to my nose.
I was like, it sounded like, I'm like, take a breath, because you were saying all this stuff, and then you'd go.
So we cut back. We cut back, by the way, for people that don't know what happened during the cut. We pretty much had to. Isaiah and Evan had to run around and do something real quick, but
Yeah, that's because you freaking complained about it. You freaking crybaby.
dude, you know what?
What?
You-
What do
you-
I know, Sos? Go
You
ahead, tell me.
pooped really bad because of Taco Bell. That's all.
I did. I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
Another thing with that freaking trip that we took last week in Silas, you made me train for that trip, and I didn't even need to.
No, you did. Your training came
No,
in so
I
well.
didn't.
On the way home, I would have, no joke, I would have fallen asleep. So,
Well, okay, the way home was different because we could have stopped and grabbed like a monster or something. We just didn't.
but no, you know why we didn't? It's because I knew if I stopped for a little bit, I was gonna die. So what happened was, we ended up calling our trip short because Uzziah's brother felt sick, and we're like, let's go home.
Well,
we
no, 'cause
decided-
he's allergic to dogs.
And our
And
other
Hank
cousin,
was there.
yes, had a dog. So
Hank
we
shed so much.
we decided to leave, and it's like a 3-hour drive back to where we live, and it was midnight when we decided to go back home. So I was like, all right, I'll drive home. And I felt okay. I always feel okay at first. Like, I felt fine for like the first 2 hours, but the last hour just slapped me in my face and called Mr. Sandman. Because there was some parts where I'm like, if I wasn't listening to something or Uzziah was not right here, even just commenting every once in a while,
Died.
we would have crashed and died, yeah. But I was
This
able
episode
to...
wouldn't be coming out. Yeah, but he made me. Okay, so I have this really common thing where I like to sleep. You know, bit weird, I know for you two, but I like to sleep at night. So I'll wake up. I mean, I'll go to bed at like 8 p.m. sometimes and wake up at 5 a.m. just cause that's what I feel like doing. And I'd been doing that recently, especially right before we took the trip. So I decided to do that, only for Silas to go, nah, for this trip, you're gonna have to stay up late. We're not doing that, you sleeping in crap.
Also, I just gotta let everybody. Well, they know in the past I've talked about how I go to bed at like midnight, 1 o'clock, and then wake up at like 7 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah, but freaking all these old people. I only say that because they're all slightly older than me. All these old people were freaking like, all right, 11 o'clock, we should start heading to bed. I was like, no, there's no way.
I don't know. I'm just, my sleep is.
I did not need to train as much as I did.
You need to,
because like I stayed up for like hours on end. Like I like go to bed at like 2.
Admit that your sleep schedule is still whack. What time do you go to bed? What time do you go to bed? What time do you go to bed? What time do you go to bed?
8.
Okay, what time do you wake up?
5 sometimes.
I don't know about that.
The average.
What time did you go to bed? What time did you go to bed last night?
Last night I went to bed at 9 o'clock.
What time did you wake up this morning?
5
Don't
o'clock.
Lie. Don't lie.
5 o'clock.
Don't lie.
5 o'clock. I woke up at 5 o'clock.
So you just ignore my messages then? Yeah, just say it. No, I call you in 4K, buddy. I call you in 4K.
I woke up.
I caught you in 4. No. I caught you in 4K.
Okay. You sent me a message at 9, and I may or may not have seen it until later.
You did.
I didn't see it right away.
I didn't
see it right away. But then, when you were like, hey, we should hang out, it was 11, and a video came out from someone I liked watching.
Oh,
so
surprise!
Then I started watching that, and then and then food came.
Anybody surprised?
And I was going to text you back. I swear I was going to text you back, but then I had to poop.
See,
and
listen.
Went downhill from there.
Listen. It would be okay if you didn't want to do the things, but this is what happens. I go, hey, Uzziah, you want to do something today? Nothing. For the whole day, and then at the end of the day he goes, yeah, no, I'm good.
Well,
like,
I gotta think about it.
Even if he replies, even if he graces me with a reply, sometimes it'll just be like, Uzziah saw us at 10:15 a.m. and he won't reply to it. So I'm just like, okay, I guess I'll take that as a no.
Sometimes I'll say maybe.
Yeah, but that's a no. If it's not a definitive yes, then it's a no.
You say it like I ignore all of them. We hang out.
Bro, I'm listening to all this, and I'm just like, wow, really, Silas? You're always getting ghosted? You're always getting ghosted?
Evan, I make it a point to reply.
No, both of you.
Hold up, do not compare me to Uzziah.
Both of you will look at me say, like, every other day, hey, anyone wants to play games?
No,
and then there will be 0.
No,
Gamers want a game. Gamers want a game. That's what I say. I'll say that like every other day in our group chat, and I'll get dead silence.
Yes, okay,
hours.
Evan, I will admit, I try to reply, but sometimes I am not good at it. But also, the difference between me and Uzziah, not to call you out, Uzziah, is I'm usually busy.
I'm busy too. You want to know what I'm doing? I'm asleep. That's what I'm doing.
Bro.
Uzziah, you don't have the sleep schedule of someone who can function in normal society.
Uzziah, you make it sound... This is what I'm talking about. Uzziah's like, bro, I go to bed at 8 o'clock and wake up at 5. What? How are you sleeping? Nobody's awake during those times either, dude. Everybody's usually asleep. You wake up before most people. You wake up before most people.
No, most people wake up at... Okay, no, most people wake up at 6. Alright. Okay, I'll give you that. But that doesn't... That's not a bad sleeping schedule to have. It's just a different.
How are you asleep when Evan's like, gamers want a game at like 3 in the evening?
No, he does not ask at 3 in the evening. He asks at like 7 o'clock or like 7:30, and I'm like, oh, I'm winding down for the night.
All right.
Hang on. Let me. You know what?
Let's
I'm gonna
drop
pull
this.
up the receipt. No, I'm pulling up the receipts.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Because you want to do
Go
this.
ahead.
You want to do this.
Look
Let me
it.
see the last time he asked gamers won a game. I'll see. I'm looking through the group chat. Actually, I'm loading up Instagram right now.
Gonna say last week, like for a week straight, I asked at like 3.
Sunday, 4:28 p.m. Gamers want to game.
And then
Saturday.
it was 3.
Saturday.
I was asleep.
Saturday at 6:35. Oh yeah. Okay, here. Fine.
We weren't
You
in
know
town.
what? We were in town. Okay, fine. Let's go. All right. Bet. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Cause bro, I know for a fact Evan's not doing it every night at like 7 o'clock. Let's see. July,
Look,
June, June 20.
Gamers won a craft at 4:32, and I said yes, and I was on.
Okay, watch this. He's Evan asking, any gamers won a game June 22nd at 2:33 p.m. Any gamers won a game in 30 minutes. That's what he said.
June 22nd?
Yes.
Hang on.
And you said, and we ended up not playing. Okay, here we go.
No, just let them play.
June 21st. Okay, this one is at 7. I'll give you that. I once again asking gamers want a game, but earlier the same exact day. At exactly 2:29 again. Any gamers want to game at 2:30.
Oh, this is gonna sound bad, but
What?
that's usually my nap time.
Oh, so there's another sleeping part because you made it sound like you
nap. Wait. I nap. Napping is okay.
Okay, how from what to what and how often and how long?
I usually sleep for 2 hours from 2 to 4.
A nap.
I have a thing. I have a thing on my phone called for my Samsung. I can set a thing that has a like special name that'll automatically set a time on my phone if I talk to my phone and I go, hey, I go, hey, set a nap, and it'll automatically set 2 hours.
Yeah, but dude, a normal nap is not 2 hours. A normal nap's like 20 minutes to an hour.
How about you tell that to my naps?
I'm telling that to you, which you control.
My naps are 2 hours long, and there's nothing wrong with it.
Evan, I will admit there are days I ghost you, but I make sure for a fact that I reply. And I'm gonna ghost.
I don't know if I agree with that one.
Yeah, let's look at those messages, Silas.
Evan, go ahead.
The one where you said at 2:23, nothing.
Evan,
silent.
Well, guess what? Me and Evan have our own chats that you are not involved in, where he asks me to game. And we talk about stuff all the time. Evan will literally be like at 3 in the morning, like, hey, just finished a new Dokkan team. And I literally go the next morning and like it. Or I'm like, cool. Or like summons.
I have to be fair with my criticism here. You do not respond to me about half the time.
There is some form of like. There is some form of acknowledgement. Uzai does not give me that. Uzai does not give me that.
Okay, Silas, you respond to the conversations we have in our private chat, but anytime I ask a question in like a public chat with more than just the two of us, you don't respond like half the time.
Bro, so I don't know how. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna make an excuse for this. You are correct. I do have a bad habit, but I do try to make a conscious effort to reply. I do.
When you ghosted me 3 hours ago, Silas, huh? You want to talk about
that? Yeah. Let me see. I was just in the middle of my shift at my job.
Why didn't you reply? You saw it 3 hours ago.
Yeah, sorry.
You had time to reply.
This is literally what happened. Okay, so I work at a store. I'm just gonna say because I don't think I'll get in trouble. I work at Menards, which if you don't know, you don't know. Look it up. If you really care, I don't
I
care.
think everyone knows Menards.
Nope.
Isn't
It is.
Menards?
It is only a Wisconsin, Ohio, Michigan, Indiana. They're slowly branching out, but they're only on our part of the map. But anyways,
Save big money at Menards.
exactly. People don't know
It's like
that. You know what?
freaking.
And you're
It's like
stupid if you don't.
Culver's. It's like
Nah, I'm just
Culver's
messing
for
around. I'm just
for
messing around with people
hardware.
who don't know.
You don't know? Oh my god, Uzziah doesn't know what Culver's is.
Okay.
I know what to do next time he comes up.
Well, also they just built one in Toledo, Evan. They just did.
Okay.
So me and Uzziah will make a trip. And I've eaten at Culver's with you before, Uzziah. But anyways.
No, you haven't.
Yet, boy, do not.
So,
Do
if
not,
I
bro.
don't remember it, then no, you haven't.
Then that means you don't pay attention to me. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine, bro.
Oh my god. So go ahead. So you ignoring me. Justify it. Go.
Okay, I was at my job. There are some people who need help finding something, and there is this handy Menards app that allows me to look up items that we have and, find out where they are in the store. So when I open my phone, I see, hey, Uzziah messaged me. I can't reply to it. There's literally a guest right next to me. So I see the little menu thing. I ignore it because I have to because I'm in the middle of my job. And guess what? I help my customer out. My guest, sorry. Help the guest out. And then I leave. And then I have to go back to work. I'm not like, hang on, sorry, my cousin just asked me if I wanted to game later. Give me 1 second.
You could have put busy. You could have put can't.
I can't in the
One
middle.
word.
Bro,
No,
you're
to
not
be fair,
you're not
Uzziah,
understanding.
Uzziah,
They're
to
right
be
next to
fair,
me and they're seeing what I'm doing.
You can get in a lot of trouble if you were to like just be like, even if you try to make it a quick little message, you could get in a lot of trouble for just being like texting
literally,
your friends.
if I am
in the
on
middle
my
of your
phone,
shift.
if I am on my phone, I could get we have points, which is pretty much like a writing up system.
Good
If I get
noodle stones.
pretty much, and I get my good noodle taken away, I get fired, bro, for having my phone out because it's
So
like
dumb.
it's a job.
I mean,
That's what I have to do, bro. Wait,
I
I'm
mean,
not.
there's probably like a limit. There's probably like an amount. You know, like if Silas gets caught once, he's not gonna
It's like a
instantly get
warning,
fired on the
yeah.
spot.
Dude.
But
Silas, you just gotta have some backbone, man. That's what I'm saying.
Uzziah.
no,
No,
Uzziah,
Uzziah, don't.
If you message someone and then
You know what?
and then the
Uzziah.
person right
No.
next to you
Silas,
go, I can't
Silas,
believe you
Silas,
just messaged
Silas,
someone, and
Silas.
I'm like, oh,
Let's
sorry,
let
I was just
Uzziah-
replying
let's
to
u-
someone real quick.
Uzziah, wait 1 second. All right, let's let Uzziah have this delusion and try to go to the job in the real world, bro.
Okay, also, for
That.
people who are listening,
You'll get
Uzziah has
fired.
never had a job, and both me and Evan have had jobs.
That's
So
not,
Uzziah-
that's
you
not
will be-
true. But that's
Okay,
not true.
what's your job? What's your
I've had a
job?
I've never
What's
had
your
a paying job. I've had a job.
So it's not a job. That's
I
not
was
a
a
job.
cameraman. That's a job.
For what?
I was a cameraman for my church.
That's not. That you're Uzziah. You
I
don't.
have a
You'll
job
understand. You know what?
location.
I'm gonna be
understand when
polite.
you're older.
I'm gonna be polite. I'm gonna be polite. I'm gonna say this. Listen, you'll understand when you get a job. But right now, you have no experience with that
You know what?
situation.
You know what? I will bet you my first paycheck. Ready? I'll bet you. I'm gonna say it right here, right now, on
There's
record.
both of us?
I will bet you my first paycheck that the first week on the job, every time you text me, I will reply
And you
within
won't
the
get
hour.
fired.
Within the hour, and I will not get in trouble once.
Okay. Well, it
You
depends
can,
on
you
where
can
you work.
Text me as much as you
You
want.
can. It depends on where you work.
No, because you said it's any job in the
Uzziah
real
is
world.
gonna.
Any job
Uzziah's
in the
gonna
real
go
world.
get like. Uzziah's gonna go
Uzziah,
get like a
and
job
also, it's
as,
not-
like a stay-at-home. Like
Uzziah, also, I will say this. I will say
Any
this.
job in
Uzziah,
the real world.
I will say
Any
this.
corporate job that pays
If-
me money in
if-
the real world,
if-
and I will give you my first paycheck if I get in trouble.
Uzziah, if it was like my mom being like, "Hey, your sister just got in a car accident," or "We need you home immediately," I would be like, "I'm replying
No,
to this."
I know that's different. I know that's
I will
different,
reply to this.
but
I can't be like, "Sorry, boss. Hang on, let me text my bro real quick that I'll be on
One
later."
word. one word to
It is-
go, hey,
and-
I'm busy. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. I'm not asking
Like,
you to write a 3-paragraph.
You
I'm
know
not even
what?
asking you to
But
write
why
a
do you need
sentence.
an immediate response? You were literally, it was just such a, hey, you
You want to know what the other
know what?
thing?
If you don't need
another
a
thing
immediate-
here, Chief. You
and Uzziah, do not play that card with
you
me.
can be smart.
You had enough. You had enough time to look at it. That's enough
Do you
time
not
to
understand?
answer.
I did not open Instagram. It was like a notification. You know how you open up your phone?
That's not how that works. That's not how that's legit not how it works. If I pull down a drop up menu, that's not how it works where it goes, oh, this person saw it.
What phone?
That's legit. That's not how the system works.
Uzziah,
I've had 3
you know
different
what?
phones. I've had a Motorola, I've had a Samsung, and I've had an Apple phone.
I will say
that's
this.
not how the phone works.
I will say this: when you start replying to me right away, I'll start replying to you right away. That's what I'll say.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I'll say. Yeah, it's a two-way
you
streak,
can't-
buddy.
no, yeah,
if you
it is a
can't,
two-way
if you
streak,
can't
so if
take
you-
2
if you
seconds
were-
from your nap to say busy, then you know what?
I am unconscious versus you seeing it.
Me being
Are
a
two
professional
different
job.
things.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're sorry. I forgot about
Me
that.
being unconscious versus you taking 2
You want to know?
seconds.
You want to know what the other funny thing is here? I guess Uzziah is technically right. If he is sneaky enough and careful
Okay, but
enough,
also, Evan-
he could get away with texting at one-word sentences every couple minutes. But like,
I'm not even asking for a couple minutes. He could have been like busy, and I would have been like, "Oh, okay, I'll get back to him in a few
Oh,
hours."
Uzziah. So we earlier,
all
Evan,
it
if you were
takes.
listening, I said, Uzziah, what time did you wake this morning? He said 5 o'clock. I said, okay, so why didn't you reply to my message I sent you at 9 o'clock? No response. Were you unconscious
Well,
that
I
whole
told you.
time?
I told you I ignored it.
Bro, and he wants me to. You could tell 2 seconds. It takes 2 seconds to say I'm busy or can't. It takes 2 seconds. You have double standards in this
Silence,
situation.
silence.
It's
No,
not like
no.
Uzziah, it'd be
Here-
completely
here's what-
different if
here's
you were
what
like,
that double-
I texted
see-
you, I texted you, and you didn't reply.
See, no, but also again, once again, here's where it's different. For you, when you opened it up, you would have to open up our entire chat log in order to see it. For me,
he
usually when
doesn't. He doesn't.
Uzziah,
I'm
okay,
telling you, Uzziah.
even in this situation, if I look at the message later and it says I've seen it, it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean I saw it right when you sent it. It could be like an hour later. And you know what? If I choose not to reply, then that makes sense. Then I was in the wrong because I ignored you.
I choose not to reply.
But Uzziah, you're making it seem like every time I go, "Hey Uzziah, you want to hang out?" You instantly reply, and then I don't. You make it sound like that. But our conversations do not lie. I say something, you either don't respond or respond way later. And then you expect me to be like,
that is not true. Sometimes you ask me,
You know what?
and it'll be right as I'm
All
waking
of our
up, and I'll
listeners
go,
who want to
maybe.
tune out of this conversation
I'll
for
go-
a second,
I'll go,
I just want to say
maybe.
I'm super happy that I am completely in the right here because neither of them respond to me. Meanwhile,
that's true.
I got those
Evan-
no,
rapid
I will
fires.
100% agree. Evan does.
responds all the
Evan
time.
does
Evan
respond
responds
all the time.
right away, all the time. I'm super happy about it.
I will agree.
But
I will agree.
still,
We
yeah,
are both in the
100%.
wrong on that. We are both in the wrong on that.
Hey, you know what,
I
Silas?
love the supreme moral victory.
Silas, something that we can both agree on. At least
We
we're
need to
not
respond
Miles.
to Evan. We're not Miles.
At least we're not Miles.
We are
At
not
least we're
Miles.
Miles disappears
Listen,
off the
Miles.
face of the earth. We'll
Hey,
go,
okay,
hey, Miles.
here's the
Listening
thing.
to this. I'm sorry, Chief.
Uzziah looks at the message and may respond a day or later or something. Miles will be like 5 months later. Yeah, sorry guys, I was busy.
No, Miles will see a message. Miles will see a message, send a meme, and then say nothing.
Yes, yes.
He'll just appear, but he has time. See, that's even more annoying than Silas's thing, where it's seen, is he'll send a meme and then say nothing.
See, that's way worse, because it's like, I saw it, I ignored you, but the meme thing is like, I saw it, I chose to ignore it, and sent something to confirm that I was in the message chats. I can, like, that's...
100% confirmed that I was not... there was no point where I was too busy to respond, because
I had
not
time to
only
send a meme.
not only did I have time to see it and not respond, I had time to look through my Instagram, see a meme I felt like sending, and then take the time to send it.
And it's also never one meme. It's also never one meme.
He always sends like 2 or 3 at a time.
Yeah. Listen, Miles, if you're listening, Chief, I'm
love
sorry,
you.
but
We just want to make sure you're okay.
Yeah.
This is actually like a milk carton. We want to know if you're okay. You know.
You never have to wonder if I'm dead. Whenever I don't reply.
Let me. So recently, he actually responded to me on Discord. But let me look how long it was between that and like
You left off. Continue.
So the last message I sent. No, okay, the last time me and Miles talked was the 7th of June, and then I sent him a message on the 12th of June, and then the last time he got back to me was the 28th of June, and all he did was sent me a meme that says your vibe is currently under investigation by our team.
Okay, so also Miles, if you're watching this is not a call out to like hate on you. This is a call out. We want to make sure you're okay, man. So like, please, if you listen to this, please send something in the group chat. Not a meme.
Not a meme.
I need you to be like a full paragraph of, hey, I'm okay. My current situation is alright. This is a milk carton, okay? This is a milk carton. We're searching for you, buddy.
Please.
God.
We're searching.
Oh
Miles
God,
is gonna message me in like a week and be like, "Hey, you want to hang out?" And I'm just gonna be like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Didn't know if you were alive. You know, I sent on an Amber Alert from you. Don't know if you've seen it.
God. Like, he told me a while ago, like, last time we hung out in person, that he was trying to actively stay off his phone list, but, like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to call a bit of a cap on that one, because he was straight up on his phone for, like, he was on his phone quite a bit while he was over. Like, whenever we were just chilling and waiting for something, or something like that, he was on his phone, like, looking at iFunny or something. So, I don't know about that, Gee.
I call cap on that. I just...
Alright. Well, we can all agree, though, we need to all start being like Evan. Okay?
Wow.
I'll be a bit more like Evan in your list.
So, you know what, Uzziah? If you reply right away after I reply to you, I'll do the same, bro.
You know what? Fair.
That is fact.
I'll just start saying no to everything. Instead of thinking about it, I'll just reply right away with no.
But guess what? That's better than never getting a reply.
I say maybe, and then I think about it. I take time to stew. I go, hey, do I have to poop today?
Agree with me on this. 98% of the time, that leads to a no.
No. I won't agree with you on that.
Well, what's your percentage then? What do you think the percentage of that is?
It is 50%. It is a literal coin toss. 100%. 100% on that.
What? Evan. That just... Evan, this is... Okay, for visual watchers, you know what's happening. But for non-visual watchers, you do not know what just happened. And you know what? We're just gonna leave it at that. Okay? We're not gonna...
He said he'd say no. He said he'd say no to every message we sent.
Wait, hang on.
You can't think about that, bro. You can't think about that. It's a coin toss.
You gotta put that screenshot in the video.
Well, I'm playing Gokan right now, so it just popped. It's a coin toss.
Hey,
right
but you
now.
want to know something?
You replied.
It doesn't say that you saw it though. Just saying. Just saying.
All right.
No, because I was willing to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, maybe it's just his phone. Maybe it's his phone when the drop down thing comes down. No, but you either opened it on Instagram. Something doesn't add up because you either opened your phone and Instagram was open, or after you helped the customer, you looked on Instagram and chose.
Well, I will say this. I will say this. Okay. If I ignore you, I'm sorry. Okay. But this is literally what happens, okay? So I get off of work, I walk to my car, Instagram's already open to a chat. This happens to me all the time, no joke. It happens to me all the time, where Instagram opens up, and I'm already in a chat, and I'm like, crap, dude, I don't know yet, okay? I don't know, I just got off of work, I'm kind of feeling, like, iffy, I don't know what my family's plans are, I don't know. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to disappoint. Because, like Evan, I sometimes I'll be like, yeah, and then I'll be like, never mind. And I hate doing that because it's like, well, I already kind of committed to something. So I kind of wait. And sometimes I forget to reply, okay? I will say that.
Okay, also, there's this thing that you do that makes it hard for me to give a definitive answer with my maybes. And I'll tell you what it is that you have a tendency, not as much as Evan, but you have a tendency to bail. And by bail, I mean we'll get in the flow of something, and then you go, ooh, I gotta go. The last 3 times, not 1, not 2, the last 3 times we went, hey guys, let's go play Minecraft together. In the middle of us playing Minecraft, you go, ooh, I gotta go.
Okay.
There are so many times where we've been hanging out, and you've go, ooh, I gotta go
I'd
do
like
something.
to contest that comment about me always bailing. I don't bail. I just don't commit until I know I'm actually gonna be there.
Yeah, but see, look at it. I get in trouble for that.
The thing with you bailing is usually your mom calls you for something. It's not really a bail thing. It's usually your mom calls you for something,
Well, it's usually
and then
not
Silas
a
and I
bail.
leave.
Yeah,
it's
it's not a bail. It's I say I'll be right back and give me like.
But yeah,
5
but
to
you haven't.
20
You should
minutes, and then
just say I'm gonna be back. Don't say right back.
I'm gonna eventually. I will be back, but Silas will be in the middle. I'll be in the middle of playing video game. By the way, also bring it back to another topic that we talked to anyway. But first, I'll bring it up. We'll be in the middle of playing video games, and then Silas goes, "Oh, hey, my family wants to do this thing." Silas, it's great that you love your family, but come on, dude. You go, hey, we gotta watch this episode of Loki right now.
My dude, Loki's a different story, my dog.
It wasn't just Loki. It was also
This is like
WandaVision and also Falcon. Yeah, this is your family.
Yes,
bonding.
but guess
So
what?
you
The
have to give
Technoblade
me mine.
situation, but I'm not at Uzziah's house. That'd be like me being like,
No.
hey Uzziah, I know I'm at your house, dog, but I gotta watch this episode of Loki right now, so I'll get back.
Wait,
but
no,
the thing
Uzziah,
is, you weren't
Uzziah's
at my
done
house.
it more than one. Well, Silas,
Yeah.
it's not.
So Silas does it more than once too.
Wait. Let me finish. It's Uzziah did do that to you in person that one time recently, but he's done it multiple times while we're just trying to game. Like, I remember one day, me and you had gotten on, and it had been like a month since we had all gotten to play together, and we're like, hey, Uzziah, get on, we want to play with each other.
And you did say the exact same thing.
And
You said,
Uzziah
my streamers...
said... Uzziah was like, Ranboo and Technoblade are on live streaming together right now. I can't play games. And it's like, bro, we haven't talked in like a month. Come on.
Evan. Ready? Here's the difference.
Don't care. I don't care if it's your favorite streamer.
I didn't commit to the hanging out. Silas will be in the middle of
let me tell you exactly what happenens.
Hey, our family wants to watch Loki.
Let me
I gotta go.
Let me tell you
for an hour, and he'll go, oh, you might be back. Maybe not. 50-50.
Wait, Uzziah, remember how the maybe works? Yeah, remember how the maybe works? It's a 50-50, bro.
No. But the difference is, with my 50-50 of maybe, I'll go, hey, I'm ready at this time, then we can hang out. You'll go, maybe. You might be back in 10 minutes. You might be back tomorrow. That's your maybe. That's your 50-50.
Well, guess what? Well, guess what? I didn't say I'll be right back.
I'll give you that.
You guys are okay. Okay. Is 20 minutes really that long? Like, come on.
Okay, it depends if it's in the beginning of us hanging out versus the end. Whenever it's
Yes,
in the beginning,
we'll wait. But most of the time, it's like midnight. It's midnight.
And go,
and
we'll be in the peak of us gaming.
Or towards the end tail, where it's like everybody's kind of like, we just lost a game. Everybody's kind of like not feeling it right now. It's like, I'll only keep going if like we start up another match. Yeah. And then you go.
Just gotta get more determination, dude.
But then there is that sometimes where we get the second wind, and then we'll hop right back into stuff. But it's always either at the pinnacle of the second wind, or right when we're all feeling down that you're like, I'll be right back. And it's those moments that crush an evening, and then we're like Silas and I are like.
Usually what happens, it's like my mom needs me to go lay Mateo down because it's late, or something like needs to get put away, like I need to go do the dishes real quick, and it's like, yeah, it'll only take me like 20 minutes max, and it's like, sorry chief, you have 2 minutes, that's it. I literally once when we were playing games was like, I have to go pee. I took my headset off, walked to the bathroom, sat, peed, washed my hands, all of this taking about a minute and 30 seconds,
Hang on.
and then I came back.
Did you just say sit? Did you just say you sat down?
Yeah, yeah, I sit down to pee. Why?
That's what I'm wondering, why?
Wait, can I ask, was it to look at your phone? Because then that's acceptable.
Yeah, but
okay.
Well, if it's a 2-minute pee,
my pees are imminent. Okay, listen. I will say this.
I still looked at my phone even though I was only peeing for like a minute. I just was checking Reddit.
Do you not push out when you're in the middle of stuff?
No, I just let it flow casually.
No. See, that's the problem. Is you let it flow. That's wasting valuable gaming time.
Desire, I'm sorry, but you're the last person who could say that when your poops take an hour.
I poop. But every time I poop, I tell you guys I'm pooping, or I'm about to poop, or hey guys, I'm gonna poop soon. I let you know. Every time I pee, I go, I'll pee. My bathroom's right down the hallway, and not only is it right down the hallway, I push out the pee. I strain my body so the pee comes
You need to stop that. You need to stop that, dude.
He's talking about it like it's Kaioken, bro.
I pushed it out. It came out 20 times faster.
Okay, I'm just saying. On the opposite end of that, do you know it's possible if you hold in your pee or don't let your pee out when you get older, you're gonna need a catheter.
Yes, Uzziah, but
we're
not holding it in. We're not holding it in, Uzziah.
I'm training.
We're not holding it in.
To let it. I'm training my body so that way it's a one-way tunnel.
There is a difference between holding it in and letting it go.
I never have to worry about it. Eventually, it's just gonna fall out. You know.
But okay. My point is regardless of if I forcefully jet streamed my pee out.
If you shot somebody in the head with your pee.
Literally.
Dude, I'm weaponizing my pee. You guys are behind the game.
It was 2 minutes at most, and you guys were gone.
Evan, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
I know exactly what he's gonna say, and it is 100% true. And
yes.
I'm not
gonna deny this. We're gonna tell you this. We go, should we just get off for the meme? And we both go, yeah.
Yep.
We should.
Every single time. It could be at the beginning of something or like right in the middle of something where we go, should we get off for the meme? And every single time we'll go,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but I will say this. I will say this. After this, I'm gonna try harder, okay? I will make a conscious effort. I'm not gonna jet stream my pee, but I will.
Oh my god.
I will.
See, that's what. 'Cause you
I
guys
will.
don't care enough.
I will reply. I will reply. I will not leave in the middle without saying something to you, Evan. Okay.
That's
And
another big thing.
But that second one's gonna be hard, man.
that second one will be a little hard.
That's the other big thing. If you guys want to get off, then you're welcome to get off. But I'd appreciate
don't even want to get off.
I'd appreciate it
Evan,
if you at least waited for me to get back and be like, "Good night, love you guys. You know, it was fun."
Evan,
No,
but
you don't even.
Evan, wait. I will admit. Sometimes doing that though gives us the power where you come back and we say nothing and you go, "Hello, hello."
Hello.
And then you think that we're off, and it's the funniest thing. It's the funniest thing to be like, Evan thinks that we're offline. He goes, "Hello, guys."
There was one time when you left the party and we just sat there laughing because you thought we got off, and then we actually got off.
You want to know what?
After.
You want to know what's funny? I literally started checking because of that. I started checking if you guys were in the party.
That's awesome.
I know. I remember this, and I know I started checking after that.
But Evan, I'm making a conscious effort. All right, everybody in the audience, we're making conscious effort.
I'll make a conscious effort to not jet stream my pee. There you go.
Uzziah, no joke at Uzziah. That will hurt you. There's no joke behind that.
It does.
You know what?
Hurt.
I don't know why. I just got this
force
mental.
it.
You guys ever seen the meme where it's like the toothpaste pooping out toothpaste?
No, that's not what it
That's
looks
what
like.
I imagine. That's what I imagine. Have you never seen it, Silas? Let me find it.
Do you know there's an act called, I think it's called like a Kegel or something?
I get that. Like
Yeah.
when you're older, you're gonna.
That creates strong butt muscles, dude.
I know, but also that's how you get what's that thing where you like push too hard when you poo? I don't even know what it's called.
Hemorrhoid.
You can get hemorrhoids from doing that, like with your butt.
Hemorrhage, not hemorrhoid.
Hemorrhoids is the bumps. Hemorrhage is when you strain it.
Oh yeah, okay.
Hey, but I'm only doing that with the pee, not the poop. If I'm making it strong, I'm less likely to hemorrhage.
Wait, Silas can't really go look at the picture.
No, I
that
did.
was showing.
I'm just editing. I edit out the in between parts. This is gonna be a long episode for me.
That's just what I am.
Visual watchers, this is what
Silas,
Evan. This is actually what Evan sent. That is.
That's what I imagine. That is Uzziah when he's pushing in his pee.
It's a pooping toothpaste.
That is Uzziah, bro. Uzziah's making fried chicken in the bathroom, bro.
Oh my! Stop! That's the grossest thing. You say that more than once, Silas. You say that like more than once a month.
Yeah, it's because it's a funny.
I'm surprised you guys haven't brought up the fact that I send pooping gifs to the group chat.
I don't like bringing it up.
You send a lot of just really vague gifts, and whenever I mention it, he gets even more vague. Like, sometimes he'll like send a GIF and I'm not really sure what that means, and so I'll say I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean, and then he'll send like a GIF of like eggplants dancing in a conga line, like to Mars or something, and I'm not gonna lie. Why does that even exist? Why is this as oddly? I try to look up like Goku doing the spirit bomb gif, and I can't find anything. And then Silas finds like tribal eggplants conga lining to Mars, and it exists. Why?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I look up the first thing, like the first word that pops in my head. I look it up, and usually if you just keep scrolling and scrolling to like the bottom thing, it's the weirdest thing you'll ever see. Like that's what you see when you're like about to die, and you're about to. That's when you find that stuff. For real, yeah.
But the point is, we'll all do better.
We'll all do better.
And that's what makes
Let's say it at the same time, everybody.
Podcast.
1, 2, 3. We'll all do better.
Evan didn't even say it.
Oh!
I did.
Oh my!
What?
What? I just got Vegito in this. Like, people don't. If you know, you know. If you know, it's a single summon.
What did you get?
Oh my-
son?
Oh my
Did you
god!
get Tavion and Minosha?
Oh my! That's in 4K. That's in 4K. Holy smokes, bro! I got LR Awakened Broly. That's
Oh my
there.
God.
There is no joke. There is no joke behind that. Holy. Why? There was shit. It was just Blue and Android 18. It was just Blue and Android 18. There was
Once
no
again,
reason for that.
Silas starts to
Jeebus.
catch up.
See, and then this is when you would text Evan, and then he'd go.
That's it. Yo,
check
no
it out.
joke. This is when I screenshot it and I go, Evan, you won't believe it. And then Evan goes, what?
So, Silas. Okay, so most viewers probably won't really get the nuances of this whole thing, but if you do, then let me explain it. Silas, I guess I can explain a bit. In this game, Gokan Battle, they reward you better for doing a multi-summon, because it costs more. But you are guaranteed to get a decent character compared to just like one of the characters that are absolute trash, worthless garbage. So that means doing single summons is not recommended.
It's discouraged. It's discouraged.
Because it's just objectively worse. Unless you're Silas, who gets like 15 good units, like every time he single summons. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it actually is insane. But I found that multi summons don't work for me, and single summons are like my god tier luck. I don't understand it, but if you know, you know. If you don't know, I'm sorry, but I'm putting up the screenshots right now of me getting like a whole bunch of LRs single summoned. But yeah, it's pretty epic.
I
I
feel like this episode is gonna be the episode that is probably our least general episode yet. Like
It is the most isolated episode. I'm not gonna lie.
Every
Well, we
episode
got
has like
beef this
appealed
episode.
to every.
Yeah, this episode
been a
was
beef
this
episode.
this has been a beefy episode. But guess what, guys? I love you
You
guys.
never know what you're gonna get.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. No,
I
yeah.
thought
You
you were
never,
gonna do the
you never,
tagline.
you never know what you're gonna get.
Also, I
And,
love.
and that's the episode. Here, there's the music.
Hey, there it is.
There it is.
This is a really long episode. I hope you have fun editing this.
Yeah,
To be
it's
fair, it's probably gonna be closer to a normal episode with the
No.
stuff that I edited out.
you say that. There's like you always say that. You always go, but yeah, like it's gonna be an average episode because you have to edit out some stuff. 95% of the time, it's a 2-second part where we say city, which by the way, that's where Evan lives, or we say somebody's name, which is 2 seconds where it's like, yeah, that's Joey Kazilo, and I had to be like, oh, we gotta edit that out.
This episode, you'll have to edit out like a solid 10 minutes or so because we had a little break in the middle.
That's true, but that's not 10 minutes. It was like, I bet you this is gonna be like an hour and 10 minutes episode. And most
episode so far.
yeah, and it had me playing Gokan Battle the whole time, and that BanjoKazooie clip that I had to do, which I yeah.
Have fun with that. Alright, see you everyone. Bye.
Bye everybody.